Well, hi everyone, welcome back to the videos and welcome back to the channel. Now this is a follow-up video to a previous video that I've done where we show you how to convert shortcodes to blocks for WordPress. It was a very much developer heavy video, and today this is the follow-up video for that where I'm going to show you how to have two blocks in one plugin, both of them dynamic, rendering a shortcode. Let's jump on into the video and I'll show you how it works. Alright, so let's go ahead and add our second block. So here we have the super shortcode. That's what we created before. That is an example of this shortcode up here. So we're going to go ahead and make another one just to go through how to add an extra block into our plugin. So we're going to go to Visual Studio, and first thing, I need to go to the source folder and make a new folder for my new block. I'm going to call this new block. From there, I'm going to copy what I had for my old block just because it's nice and fast to do it that way, and paste in. So now I've got the same thing in both folders. So I don't get confused, I close everything off and just have open the files that I want. So I can see here I've got the new block. So here I'm going to say new block. Here I'm going to say new block. And this is an example dynamic new block, just like that. Text domain stays the same. In the editor, everything stays the same. In the index file, everything stays the same because it's all pulling. And then in here, we need to change, right? So in the editor and here, we need to change what we've got. So we had the SCB demo before down here, and we need to change that because no longer are we doing the SCB demo block, we're doing our new block. So here, I'm going to change that as well. So my attributes now becomes new block as well here. So that all looks okay. So now we've gone to new block, editor, new block, and in my style, new block also. Then from there, I run my compiler, and what's going to happen inside the build folder, we're going to get another folder of the compiled information from the new block. So I do an npm run build. And then what we see is we've now got two folders here, the SCB demo block and the new block. So now I've got my new block all inside of there, all ready to go. So from here, we need to now go into our core folder to create the new block class for this new block. Now it's going to do the same thing as SCB demo. So I'm going to duplicate that and then say rename, and this will become new block.php. Just like that. Inside here, I'm going to call this new block there, and say new block there. Okay, so register block for SCB, this is this. All right, so here we're going to change that to, instead of saying this create SCB demo, we're going to say this create new block. This create new block. And then down here, we need to reference our new file. So we're going to say inside of here, new block, just like that. So now my build new block is going to be referenced. And then inside here, we're going to do a shortcode over here. So this is the SCB demo shortcode. This is going to be the new block shortcode. And that will be MRK new block. And new block. All right, so get new block is actually now going to this, get new block. The MRK new block there is our new shortcode that we're doing. All good. So now I need to make a new shortcode also. Rename that, and that's going to be new block again. Just like that. New block for the name of the class because that reflects the file name. Register smrk new block. Oops, I didn't spell that correctly. There we go. SCB new block. New block. Down here to new block. and new block shortcode. So now I've got my new block shortcode all registered as well. So that's all inside the base controller. That's all looking good. Got all of that looking nice and clean. I've got both of my files all looking clean. That was an experiment I did earlier. We'll take that out. Okay. So registering the item here, all that's registered. That's all registered as well. That's all registered too. So now I can go ahead and add in my new classes. So what I like to do is keep everything grouped up by the namespace first. So if I say new block there and new block here. Just like that. Go ahead and run my compilation again, just in case I need that. That's all done. So now we go back to WordPress and refresh, and if we've done everything right, everything should load, and it does. Then I'm going to do a Command-Shift-R to do a hard reload. That's all worked too. Do new block. There's my new block shortcode, and go update, and there it all is. So now we can see that we've got a super shortcode and a new block shortcode. So we now added an additional block to our existing library. So if you want to check out the first video, go check that out. And I hope that helps you understand a little bit more about how this library works. Well, I hope you liked that video. And remember, you can get the source code on GitHub. The link's down below in the comments. Make sure you go to the branch that says part 2 for this particular segment with this information added to that video. Well, if you liked the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, down below, leave a comment for any troubles or any issues you have when it comes to making blocks, making dynamic blocks, and you want to know next. Leave that below, and I'll make sure that I make a video all about it, and I'll see you in the next one.